L. F. Sims. Lucy F. Sims is remembered as one of the most influential leaders in African American education in Harrisonburg. Miss Sims was born into slavery in 1856 to the Gray family, who purchased her grandmother from a nearby cousin of Abraham Lincoln. It was long believed that Miss Sims was born here in Harrisonburg, either at the Calicello estate or at Hilltop Plantation, both owned by Algernon Gray. However, recent evidence suggests that she may have been born in Roanoke during the Gray family's brief relocation to an estate they owned further south. Regardless of her origin, Miss Sims was living in Harrisonburg at the time of the Emancipation Proclamation. Following her own education at Hampton Institute, Miss Sims returned to educate the Harrisonburg community. Her advocacy is commemorated by the Lucy F. Sims School, named in her honor in 1939. An opportunity at Hampton. In 1874, Lucy F. Sims enrolled at the Hampton Institute in Virginia, a school founded with the mission of educating former slaves to teach and lead their people. Miss Sims graduated in 1877, just 1 year after Booker T. Washington, the school's most famous graduate. Like Washington, Miss Sims dedicated her career to her community. She returned to Rockingham County to teach over 1,800 students across 3 generations. She was often featured in Hampton publications, which praised her for her energy and accomplishments. In 1929, one such profile read, "When you see Miss Sims for yourself, and at the same time dwell upon her record of years of service, you will wonder, perhaps become a bit envious, and say to yourself, how does she do it? How does one stay so young?" A lifetime of teaching. Lucy F. Sims brought this energy and dedication to the 3 schools where she spent her 56 years teaching career, starting in Athens Colored School, later known as Zenda, in 1877. A desire for fair pay led her to Harrisonburg, where she taught out of the basement of the Harrisonburg Catholic Church. There, however, the janitor frequently threw out her students' work in preparation for Sunday services. Eventually, the growing number of students prompted the construction of Effinger Street School, where Miss Sims taught alongside her half-brother, Ulysses Grant Wilson, for the next 52 years. At Effinger, she took on what was often described as a maternal role with her students, treating them with kindness, high expectations, and respect. Community leader and activist. As an educator, Miss Sims responded to the needs of her community with thoughtfulness and care. Because most of her students had working parents, Miss Sims helped the students get ready for school by combing and brushing their hair. Her students often returned this affection by bringing her freshly picked flowers to decorate her desk. Miss Sims also took a leadership role in the wider Harrisonburg community. In 1914, she was appointed president of newly founded Colored Teachers Association. She was a choir member and Sunday school teacher for the John Wesley Methodist Church and a committee member of the Colored Division of the United War Work Campaign during World War I. Miss Sims remembered. When Lucy F. Sims passed away at home in 1934, her funeral was the most widely attended in the history of African American funerals in Harrisonburg. Former students, fellow educators, and neighbors came to pay their respects to the woman who gave more to African American education in Harrisonburg than any other person in her time. According to one newspaper account of her funeral, children of the Effinger Street School lined the driveway from the gate to the grave. Newtown Cemetery, where she is buried, was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2015. Her house, though extensively renovated, still stands at 231 East Johnson Street. When the Effinger Street School was finally replaced in 1938, the school board chose to name the new school in her honor. Below is the Lucy F. Sims song, dedicated to its namesake, Miss Lucy Frances Sims. Dear Lucy Sims, you are our fondest hopes and dreams. May your dear light shed all its beams on all of us, dear Lucy Sims. We are all your sons and daughters true. We would to you be loyal too. We will stand firm for all that's right. We must be worthy in thy sight. Dear Lucy Sims, despite whate'er the years may bring, we'll raise to thee our lofty hymns as thy eternal praise we sing. Let centuries roll on and on, sunshine or shadows compass me. We'll be content before thy throne to lift our loyal praise to thee.